Hello everybody, Mario, the last princess. 덕혜옹주? Or Princess 덕혜? I think that was the real title. Anyway, I'm just talking about the moments I liked. This movie was good. And it's very sad and it was crazy. She just wanted to go home. The starring cast: Ye Jin as Princess 덕혜, 박해일, Kim Jong-han, Yoon Jae-moon as Counselor Han, Remy-ran Bok-soon. I remember her from Slam Dunk Sisters. Yeah, she's cute. She's funny. I always Kim Jae-wook as Takayuki. Park Young-sik, he plays Pae-ha. King Go-jung. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna talk about the moments I liked. This has a lot of good moments and a lot of. This movie is a tragedy. No, not bad. I'm talking about. Whoo. I feel for the princess. So, man, she had a rough life. That's all I can say. Okay, so it starts with the king. The thing is, Japan, as you know from the history books, they annexed Korea. Well, a lot of the countries, China, Philippines, everywhere around Asia. But the king, he's like, no, I will not accept that. But his advisors, we must be ruled by Japan. And then somebody like, Korea will prosper if under Japan rule. And I'm like, what? Naga! Oh my, whatever happened to the days where they're, oh, please take my life, Pae-ha. Nope, these guys were all bought. They weren't even wearing they were all westernized, like, we will not. Okay? Oh, because they're literally telling him, like, yeah, we're going to tell Japan because you don't want to be ruled. And like, you guys been bought. And he's like, over my dead body. And I'm like, ooh, dang. No, and then we meet small okay, and we meet Han, yeah, I'm like, yes. We meet him, and then we also meet, as a child or teenager, Chang-han. The thing is, he's supposed to marry her, but he refused. He's like, I will always protect her. The thing is, they should have got married because what happened was she lived a horrible long life, real struggle, it was just, I can't think of the words because she couldn't go back home. She wanted to go back home. She was forced to go to Japan. Because when she got over, her dad dies, she knows that Han is the killer because he was poisoned. And then she's, and there's another actress, Kim Soo-yoon. Oh my god, Ippala! I'm like, oh my god, she's so pretty. They see that she has power, that she's getting more, not relevancy, what's they call it? Fame. So they say, you're gonna go. And then what happened was, she said no. Han threatened, like, Bok-soon, right? I can't guarantee her safety. So she leaves, and then a couple years, I think it's already like 10 years already, or I think it's already 10 because she's an adult now. The next scene that you see, you can tell that she's not enjoying her time there. Supposedly she's there for school. She finished it, she wants to go back, and they're like, no, you can't go back. And then she meets an adult version of Hanja right there, and he's like, I haven't stopped thinking about you. I'm here to protect you. He's like, what? She has another ally. So what happened is her mom is sick. He doesn't want to let her go, Han, because now he's like the controller or whatever in Japan, or just in that region, whatever, of the royal family. Her brother's also there. He got married to a Japanese, and I know over there in Korea on the news, like, how dare you? Oh, now more, but I'm talking about like there. At the time, you get in rule, of course, you can't uprise, but there was for independence. Pockets, everyone, like, trying to live for it. Happened a lot of war. If you watch Battle Station Island, you see more in depth. Not in depth, but you see a little pocket right there, like, oh, okay. You had people like infiltrating countries, camps, stuff like that, slave camps. Japan did so much wrong. I know that. We know that. There's people like, Japan did nothing. I'm like, those are the denialists. So she has a way to go. Han is like, okay, say this pro-Japanese propaganda statement and you can go. The thing is, before she sees her cousin or nephew or something like that, because he said auntie, and it's at an independence meeting, got broken up quick. And then you see Jang Ha, he takes her to safety right there. She's gonna give the statement, but they said they used the kids as slaves. Well, all of the workers. And with the machineries, their fingers get cut off. She sees that, complete 180. She's like, forget going home. These are my people. I'm gonna uplift them. She gave an uplifting speech. She's like, spring will come, and one day we will go back to the land that they stole. And like, ah! And everyone was like, even the Japanese, like, oh, you didn't know what they were saying. And then later when the crowd was like, I don't know if they're doing the national anthem, like, before they can even get some more, or maybe they were just singing Ariran. Not a riot, they start beating them. Okay, they're beating up the workers. And she's like, stop. And I'm like, hey, that one right there, I'm like, damn. She gave an uplifting speech and these assholes are beating them. And then she goes to their car and then Han slaps her. I'm like, oh my god. And then freaking Boksum gets into it and starts grabbing it. I'm like, more! Help! I'm like, give him more! Oh my. And then right there, Jang Ha's like, hey, too many eyes. I'm like, all right. And then next, this was messed up. As retribution to get back at her, he has a bunch of Japanese soldiers come into a room. He's taking Boksu. He's like, she's been ordered back to Korea. By whom? I'm like, damn. I'm like, princess, you have no power here. And they take her, and she doesn't want to leave because she's loyal. She's very loyal. And the thing is, this was messed up. She's getting beat right in front of her. They hit her with the gun. They start kicking her, and she's like, just go. And then she did and left. I'm like, this was messed up. And she's like, you're never going back to Korea now. I was like, he's an asshole. He's a yeah, he's one of those like Dora. He's like, yeah, that's what he is. Mimite. So the thing is, she wants to leave. She's like, yes, I want to leave. They have a plan. Like all plans, they don't go into fruition. It didn't pan out. No, the plan looked good. The thing is, they also have a guy that's gonna sacrifice himself if he has to. And he's like, my death's not gonna be in vain. Don't worry. I'm like, okay, I'm worried. Because what happens is, they're gonna have these trucks, get them in there and put them on a boat, and they're gonna go to China. That did not happen because the day, D-Day, because they had to get his wife on board. So finally, she meets her soon-to-be husband, well, is her husband, Takayuki. And he's like, oh, you're so beautiful and all that. And then they're to look at wedding dresses. She tells him. Next thing you know, one of the guys, well, the prince is right there. He pretends to be sick, to be ill, leaves, and Hanjan takes him. And then there's the guy that's going to sacrifice himself. He goes, he has a bomb, throws it. He didn't throw enough because they're supposed to kill Han. Nope, that guy has 9 lives. It goes off him. He kills some Japanese soldier. He has the gun, and they kill him. And then this moment was very symbolic. He takes out the flag of Korea. He's like, long live the independence of... Just him taking it off, knowing that he's going to die. He's like, yeah, see this. And I'm like, whew, rest in peace. Okay, so the prince, he's there. There's soldiers at the other side of the tunnel. They're shooting. His people are dying. And then the commander, he didn't want to leave without 덕혜 and his wife. And then the commander's like, okay, maybe in my next life I'll be able to see the independence of Korea. He starts shooting. He goes out in a blaze of glory. So he gets a call, abort the mission. They're like, okay, 2 days, get us a boat. They're leaving. They're going. The thing is, freaking what's name Han found them. He shoots him. And then he shot him too, like in the shoulder. I'm like, damn, he didn't get him. I'm like, this bastard lives. So they finally at the safe house. All right, he's getting like hypothermia. She patches him up. They're eating potatoes. So it's time to leave. Soldiers are already there, shooting at them. I'm like, what? I'm like, they knew their intel. Somebody snitched. So they're shooting. She goes under held on. He's like, wait for me for 10 minutes. Get to the boat. And then he gets out there. They're inside. They open the hatch. There's a bomb. Boom. So finally, I'm like, yes, she's gonna go home. No, it does not happen. There's another guy, part of the group. He's like, Han. He comes out and he shoots Hanjan in the leg. I'm like, oh, and that's why he has a wooden leg. Because the thing is, they also go from the past to the present. In the present, he's a journalist looking for her whereabouts. We find out more. I'll tell you in a minute. There's a certain part where I go, and then I go to the future. That's what I will do right now. So he shoots him. Next thing you know, she's been there for, I think, like almost 30 years at this point. She has a kid now. She married Takeyuki. She married Takeyuki. And whoo, in Korea, they were pissed. The newspapers blocked him, his whole picture. They just showed her, like, oh, she got married to some Japanese, like, traitor! It was so crazy. And the thing is, you could tell that she is not enjoying life. She has a daughter, Mongse or Jonghae or Haejong or something. I forgot what her daughter name. Well, she has a daughter. I'll just say that. She's like, no. She's not enjoying life. She's bored. And there was a part before where her husband was like, I'll try everything to make you happy. And I'm like, okay, he's trying. No, but the next part they show, you hear the speech on the radio that Japan has surrendered. The war is over. Independence, right? She went straight to the port, like, we're going home, baby. We're going home. You're like, what about Dad? So they're finally in line. And they're like, okay. 덕혜? I'm like, okay, 덕혜? I'm like, mm-hmm. And they're like, Princess 덕혜? Yes. Oh, you've been banned entry. Oh, banned entry? Yes, you cannot come in. What? I'm like, oh my God. That's because of that. Yeah. Or Han put her on the list or something like that. I don't know. But I think because she's married to a Japanese. And they're like, no. So she can't believe it. And she's like, oh. And the next, you see a hand. This. Oh my God. Pricks live forever. It's Han. Counselor Han. Oh my God. He's there. He's like, he's looking all smug. And then before, he's like throwing salt at the wound when he said that. Didn't I tell you you will never step foot in Korea again? You just see her in pain, crying. And I felt bad for her. I'm like, she just wanted to go home. So now, that's where we get to the thing where he goes back to Japan. Because he's a reporter now. Seoul News. He goes to see her husband. He's like, I never want to hear that name again. He busts in there, and that's how we found out he has a wooden leg. Because he got shot. And then he tells her, like, yeah, he has mementos. And then the thing is, he was looking for her, and he couldn't find her because she wasn't no longer using her name. She changed it to her mom's surname, which I'm like, Yang Tok-hek. So like, oh. And I'm like, what made them not think that in the beginning? But yeah, the thing is, we find out where she was. I don't know if it's a mental institute or an insane asylum or just both. She's there. And the nurse was saying that she tried to kill herself. Many times. The thing is, her daughter, they got divorced and then her daughter committed suicide. Whoo! Well, what I read on the thing is like, I think she was getting picked on or something like that. She couldn't handle pressure. I don't know. It was so tough. And then we see her all gray and frail. And then finally, well, what happens next? He's talking to the director general. I think they're in a dictatorship at this time. And tells him, how come we cannot reinstate the princess? This is a national tragedy. This is a shame to nationalism. And he's like, what? And then he's getting a talking to, and then he tells him, I do not agree with your administration. And he's like, wow, I like that you have the audacity to tell me that. So he's telling him, like, yeah, basically he's just there because he wants to have them reinstated, the prince and the princess. He does, because he goes back to the guy that was on the boat, like, I think it was his name was Pyong too. And I remember him because he was crying, like, oh, like, yeah, drinks, because he owns like a bar, a sushi bar, and he's like, drinks are free, everything's free. He's like, really? Hontoni? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, he was happy. And then finally we get the part where he signs the documents and it says guardian. I'm like, wow, since he was age, he's been protecting her. Well, he was trying to find her, and then finally he did, and then he's protecting her now. And then she's home. She gets off the plane. She is so frail because of all the lights and everything. And then you see consorts or just women in hanbok, I don't know, but Byung-soo, she's there. And you see them interact. She's touching her face. I'm like, oh. Oh, and then I was like, oh my God. Oh, like, oh, you guys. Oh, I'm there. I'm like, stop. She lives a hard life and you're trying to make me have those feels. Oh, you go. But they see each other, they're reunited. She doesn't say her name. I don't know if she remembers her, but she's touching her face, so maybe she does. But now they go to the palace. They're walking up the steps. She sees the throne. And she has a memory montage. Like, not memory, but like a dreamlight montage. And you just see the king right there, like, I know you've had a hard life, hard road to get here. And she has a hug from her mom. I'm like, you guys, man. No, because this movie, I guess you call it a period piece, but it's also, it is not for the faint of heart, okay? I mean, yes, she gets to come home and stuff like that, so I guess that is the happy ending, but before, I'm like, it's a complete struggle. It's challenge after challenge, tragedy after tragedy. Whew. But the movie was good. I liked it. She is a great actress. If you never watched the classic, watch it. She's also in Crash Landing You. She married him, and they have a kid. Hyungbin? Yeah, they have a child. That's good. I did a review. I'll put it in the link, like in the description below. The classic. That is good. Crash Landing You, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll probably be doing, I am going to do Mr. Sunshine. I'm thinking about Glory. Yeah. Jung Hyung. I'm like, yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. Anyway, that's it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and take care. Bye. 구독 꾹, 좋아요 꾹.